quiet, bro.
Oh.
You know, because it's St. Patty's Day, people are getting drunk.
Oh. Yeah, I can't do that. I have a huge ass thing in Detroit tomorrow.
What is your thing in Detroit? And did you get your hair cut because it looks
I
nice?
dyed it.
Oh, okay. It looks shorter, but it's like it's very like vivid. Is it darker?
When did I cut it? I did cut it. I can't remember how many weeks ago now it was.
That's
So,
Oh yeah. Oh, straight across. Yeah. I like it. I like it. I like
2
it.
weeks, 3 weeks ago?
It's very fresh, very crispy.
Yes. I didn't really want to style a wig. It just felt like a huge pain in the ass.
Wait,
So-
is this for your white-haired person, or no? This is a different person.
This was for the one that
No.
I did last weekend with a bunch of friends, a bunch of goofballs.
Was it
Green jacket.
green? I was like, green is coming to mind. Okay, yeah.
Green
Yeah,
jacket
yeah, yeah.
guy. Yes. No, my thing in Detroit was I get to sit down and try to convince a bunch of executives that we really, really want a slice of the solar market as it's blowing up, like solar energy, because we do site planning and stormwater runoff plans and data designs, and that's giant swaths of land that people are dumping a ton of money into for power.
Yeah.
So we want to slice it all.
Right.
We do stormwater runoff. That's like our company. That's one of the things we specialize in.
And why are they not wanting you to have a slice of it? I mean, obviously, like for the obvious reasons, but
Not that
like,
they haven't wanted us to have a slice of it. It's that we haven't specifically targeted that market.
hello,
Hello, friends.
you brought a machine.
I brought a machine. Is this the sewing thing?
Yes, but we don't do machines.
There is. Just so you know, there's a plug all the way under that thing.
This thing?
Right?
Yeah, but I haven't done machines because I don't want the cords to cause a tripping hazard.
Hard.
I see.
But I'm glad you brought it. Have you ever used it before?
Once or twice, and I did a bad job, and I'm realizing as I say this aloud that I left the pedal at home.
Good. Well, that's okay.
Out anyway.
You know what? Okay, so what is your name?
My name is Gray.
Gray?
Yes.
Lena.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Oliver.
Oliver, nice to meet you.
And then if you want, you can sit right here and I will literally just like go through, if you want, you can get your drinks and stuff, but you put your machine right here and I can like go through the machine with you. You said you've used it,
Just the right
right?
day for this too. Sometimes
It's
chaos.
crickets, man, because everyone's out getting drunk for St. Patty's
Oh,
Day.
so true.
Oh my gosh, it is St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, it is. I stumbled into a bar yesterday wearing this exact like jacket. And I was like, well, first nobody said anything to me. Nobody was paying attention. They were all, and I was like, wait, why is everyone wearing green? Oh, I mean, I knew the second I walked in because it was like streamers.
Everywhere.
And, yeah, but.
Welcome, friends. We really did catch this right there.
Oh wow, this is awesome.
The clear ruler is what I need because you know I'm doing this, like full.
What is that?
That's the.
Oh, is this?
stocking.
Did you send me a picture or you sent me
No, I don't know what
something?
I'm
You sent me a
saying.
picture of
This
the.
isn't the stocking that I've been working on, but this is for trim. That's vertebrae stocking.
I think you sent me a picture of the book.
I'm
That
stupid. It's this book.
I
I'm
thought you
stupid,
did.
though. And I decided what I'm doing because I'm doing a quick change and I need stuff to slide off of my shoulders. Instead of doing foam cauldrons for this, I'm gonna do two entire cauldrons of dragon scale stocking.
This is called Dragon Scales Honda.
That is, I would call that vertebrae. So the
This is
center,
amazing. It's like
the
going.
center and the sides are two different types of stocking.
It's like going in.
Yeah.
This is so cool. to me.
There's somewhere in here, I've got it marked, but like this specific pattern,
Yeah.
it's two different types of stocking that I've just there's a center one,
Oh, you designed
and then
that, huh?
two sides. No,
Oh,
I totally
okay.
followed somebody else's example.
Gotcha. Hey, how are you?
Squad.
What's your name?
My name is Tresna.
Tresna Lena. Nice to meet you.
I'm Caitlin. I didn't introduce myself to you guys.
Did you bring a project?
Well, no, not really, but I did bring some. I mean, I just saw the thing on Nextdoor, whoever it was. That was smart. I love the little drawings. Those were awesome.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
And so I'm just kind of really interested in reuse and repurposing and so on. But what I did bring though was pair of socks. If anyone can teach me how to darn socks,
yeah, I'm all about
I would love to learn.
I'm like, if she doesn't, I wrote that on the post, hoping she would see it because I'm kind of teasing her.
Is there a person
She
who's like,
just, like every time she's just darning a sock.
really?
Yes, so I
Okay.
was just messing with her.
Okay.
So do you want to get like drinks or anything before we get started, or you
Yeah,
wanna
how
just
does
jump
this
right into
work, or what is there like?
This is just a cafe. There's coffee. There's
Right,
really
right.
good local apple cider. There's teas. I
Okay.
mean, I'm a coffee person. The food is really good. All of it is
Okay.
local farmers.
Okay.
Right down the street, there's a farmer's actual like
Yeah,
shop with like
right,
fruits,
that's better.
vegetables, and then there's also ice cream. There's also spirits. If it's St. Patty's Day, if you do happen to decide to get drunk and I will be okay with it if
Okay.
you like fall over on your sewing and finish. This is the one day I will allow that, and I'm not gonna let my grandma hear that because she's Catholic. But yes.
Cool.
So yeah.
Cool.
Whatever you want.
Okay. Well, what are you working on?
I brought something very simple today because I actually was visiting my grandma just recently, and she gave me this shirt that's her shirt. She's like, "Oh, do you want this? Do you want this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take it." She's trying to declutter, so I just take it.
Okay.
But this,
Yeah.
I tried it on and it looks interesting on me. I have to decide what I want to do with it, but I don't like how this just flips up like that.
Yeah.
So I just brought red thread, and I'm just gonna tack it down by hand
Okay.
and do that.
Right. Right.
We've got some very interesting projects happening over here.
I left my sketchbook in my car too.
That's tragic.
It's 2 whole blocks away. I can sprint, but like I'm lazy and don't really feel like sweating. But I have
Well, you know,
pictures.
you would have like a what is it called, like a pump for your
have
your
pictures.
cosplay day.
Yeah, no, it's
They'd be like, "Why do you look so good in that
No.
outfit?" Like, oh, it was like a 5-minute sprint.
I'm done. I'm done for a while. It was last week.
Wait, no, I'm talking about your thing on the tree. Why am I thinking it's a cosplay thing? I'm
No,
sorry.
it's a work thing.
It is a work.
No, I
Okay,
need to go
but
deal with
you'll still look. It's an executive thing, so you'll still need to look spiffy. So you'll show up like,
In a
Take the
cosplay
deal.
outfit? Oh, okay. I'm like totally trying to contact you
No,
about
I am attempting to not look like the quirky girl.
no, I didn't say that. I said show up looking buff as hell.
I would love that.
No one said be the manic pixie girl.
Oh well, that's how I dress.
You don't dress like a manic pixie girl.
You haven't seen me dress the way that I dress outside of work.
Is it like office attire that like you're trying to be edgy but you can't quite be edgy?
Not really.
Because that is manic
It
pixie
tends
girl.
to just be a lot of really quirky earrings.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's like the life of an artist in a job.
I told myself that I wasn't wearing these masks for like work
Yeah.
every day because I was in office. But I was like, I do wear earrings again.
So then you were constantly doing the thing around your ears.
I wear a lot of long, weird, quirky earrings.
Oh gosh, I used to do that.
I did too, a long time ago. I used to do that.
So
Long.
My God.
I was kidding.
Oh my God.
I thought we were like, yeah. That's what I did for COVID in the office. So yeah. So my current tobacco, this is my template for my ball dress.
You're what?
The ball dress, the shoulder pieces. I'm doing dragon scale stuff.
I'm gonna need you to spell that for me again.
P-A-U-L-D-R-O-N.
Cauldron. Like a cauldron, but a
Yes, but they're they're the shoulder pieces.
You said it last week and I just couldn't remember.
I didn't say it last week because I
Did
wasn't
you?
making these last week.
I could have swore you said something.
Hi.
Here last week and I
I'm a
wasn't
bully.
making
I'm
these
a
last week.
Trista, what did you say your name again? A bully.
You showed me a big shoulder.
Nice to meet
I have a
you.
weird name.
Yeah, I mean, that's the
Your shoulder. Okay,
the
yeah.
name of the piece.
Yeah, you probably.
Epilogues is
There you go.
the Daniel thing. That wasn't me. That was
So you just have all the big I just you're confusing. So okay,
Kima. So I know all the fun numbers.
That's so embarrassing.
cauldrons.
The pauldron, P-A-U-L.
See now?
They're the shoulder arms. Sorry, and I'm doing
That's
that.
okay. So you have a pair of socks. I brought a pair of socks too. It's my first time here. Are you like?
I've been there a couple times.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness you're here.
I know. Are you the person?
I'm always late.
She's the sad person. Because she came in and she was like,
I have
"Listen."
these socks, which I had forever, which I love because they're really cool, but they're starting to wear out.
Okay, do you happen to have like a tennis ball or darning egg?
I don't. I know nothing about it.
Okay.
But I just want
Okay.
if you just
Oh.
I'm just observe and what or like you tell me what you do. Like
Do you want me to like, if you want to like try on the rest?
I'm gonna watch you for
Okay.
This is gonna be a
Sure.
you do and then we'll yeah.
So basically, like the tennis ball, wherever the like wearing pin is happening.
Yeah.
I've already,
That's okay.
and then
No one will try.
you look at the can you see your sock for a second? I already like am halfway done with this one, so it's a bit trickier to tell.
So you can see it's still intact, right?
Yes.
Is that
Oh,
the
wait,
is that
have
the
I seen
ideal?
this?
I have
Yes.
some that
I've
have
definitely
already.
seen this before. No, I've seen this
It's
a
a lot
million
easier if
times.
it's still intact. So if you look, let's see at this hole. You can see the primer and the fabric is running down this way,
visual.
right?
It's like infused.
So you're
in my
wanna
mind.
go to like the edge of your hole, but go that way. I usually start a
So
little
with the
bit.
major, like
Yes.
the major. Okay.
I would go like a little bit away from the hole though, so it has like some actual intact threads to actually latch onto.
Okay.
And then you're gonna kind of like weave
It's so
in and out the pre-existing threads.
I don't know. I've seen this a million
And
times.
then
I'm
I
just
have
curious.
regular
I'm just
thread. Like,
curious.
how do you get it to still maintain its stretchiness, or does it not after when you darn
It's a
it?
quick
Like
change outfit.
I
This
know
is just
nothing,
like
actually.
regular
Isn't that
cotton
cool?
thread, I think.
Okay.
It's only
Can I show and tell your phone?
Okay.
It's my socks are not as stretchy as your pair though, like in general. So I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
You could
Look,
maybe
check
get
this
like
out. This is a quick change. Not to interrupt. This is a quick change outfit. I've seen this a million times, and apparently it has a name, and I just didn't know what it was called.
Wow.
Did you see it?
I don't know what is this.
Oh, you didn't catch.
I don't even know what the beginning of the conversation was. Sorry.
Oh, I'm
I'm
sorry.
working on a
Here,
quick change outfit. That's
just
my
here. Watch it one more time.
silly nonsense that I'm working on right now.
It's just like the concept of the
Showing black,
construction of
yeah.
how it's made.
Ooh.
Isn't that?
okay.
Yeah. Now you got
So
it.
instead of attached like wingsuit, it's full length drop sleeves that are disconnected from the disconnected from the I'm working the smocking in is going to be fish vertebrae that are putting because I don't know how to be chill.
Yeah. No. Please don't be chill.
And then I have to fit an entire
Maybe what you could
separate
try
leg into
is
the lining.
I'm not. I
So
would not say I'm an expert. It's just
Okay.
like the one thing I can like kind
Okay.
of do.
totally different.
Try it like just weaving in and out, but when you eventually like so
I think you're gonna.
as
do
you go like
amazing.
back
I
and then
think
you're
you have
gonna
a really
like
good
downward
plan.
and then do the same thing the other way around.
Stop talking and
Doing
start
that
sewing.
I don't even
parallel running threads.
You have so much work and you talk so much.
Covered
What
it,
is the
you're gonna
production?
like switch directions
Okay.
90 degrees.
And then still
All
do
right.
the in and
Yes,
out.
with the
But over the new and the
Tell me
threads
what
like
you've
together,
done.
like so you're binding this together.
Okay,
It's
so
okay.
I'm
It's not
pretty
to be that
sure,
precise. If you miss
but
some little
I've
threads,
had
it's fine.
like a
because
shirt
you're
It's more
just
just about like reinforcing.
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
sure
Okay,
I
all right. Well, I guess that doesn't
correctly.
seem so
And
hard.
one
You
of
I'm
could
sorry,
my
you
try
had it
maybe
threaded
like
correctly?
I think so.
back
I
in
like
the
this
first
part,
round,
like,
or
Okay.
going back the second
one of my
way.
friends was
Maybe
telling
instead of
me,
doing it
and
every
I've like
single
been
like
googling stuff
square, you
about
could skip a couple and try to make it more
like
flexible.
all of these
I
knots,
don't know
like
if
there's too
it'll
many
keep this
knots.
structure.
So
Okay.
I've
And
been
then are you doing
told
with single
when
thread
I
then?
got
Are
it,
you
I should
doing
stand
or
I just
forward
go
and
with
just,
single
like,
thread.
Okay, I guess that makes more sense.
Single thread just
Well,
makes
before
it
you do all
easier
that,
for
just
you
tell
to
me
like
like exactly
get
like what
in
you have
between the
used
small
it for.
like hooks of
I
the
have
threads.
used
Right.
it to have a shirt.
I just have a hard
and I've
time also
used it
seeing
to rehab my
with the
same
double
shirt again.
thread, like, as well.
better.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
All right.
and I've
And
used
so if
it,
you had a
I used it
hole, a
another
complete
time
hole in your sock, is
that I
that too
can't-
far
Oh,
gone?
I used it like
Or like,
cash.
you usually should have started darning before it got
It's
that
easier
big.
before,
Was it a
in
hole in the
theory.
seam,
Okay,
or was
so
it
remember how I said
It was
start
like
a
a
little
big
bit
hole.
outside
And you
of
kinda
the wearing
set
pin? You would start more outside.
So you've
And
mostly
then you
just
would
done a
weave
straight
over,
seam.
and then wherever the gap
So
is,
I
you
couldn't
would just go
find
all the way
it.
across that hole.
It was not.
And then
great.
continue.
It didn't look
So then
It
once
didn't-
you've
it
done the
looked
parallel tracks,
like-
you could, and then you would make your
Okay.
Okay.
I was using
Okay.
this
I think it's a
setting,
bit harder,
and I
but
thought
you
it would
could
be
do it.
straight.
Yeah, I
but
get
it wasn't.
conceptually I get it. I think I just need to try
I
it.
also use this.
Yeah.
That's what looked like that.
Alright.
Do you want to
But then
try
one
with
of
my
my
tennis
friends
ball
told
right
me
now?
that
I
I
don't
needed
mind
to put
like.
this to 0 to make it straight, and then because it was I
I
was getting
didn't
some
bring it up
honest
yet. I didn't know like what this whole
No, it's okay.
That sounds about right.
Some people get like a wooden darning egg. I mean, you can do that.
Where did you
This is
get
just
This is like yeah.
I just
I
got
got it from the side of the road.
Okay, so
Your sock's already inside out, right?
oh no.
Oh, okay. So that's the first step.
I also am not sure if threading the bobbin on the
Yeah, it looks a little like
correctly
thinner on the
was
outside.
putting it in correctly. Clockwise or counterclockwise for something that I couldn't figure out.
Well, I was excited because it says jeans machine. Did you notice that?
I did.
I think that's so cool. So
Oh, okay, yeah, it's actually easier to see it.
Yeah, so it looks like you might have 2 holes, one here and
some
one
of
here.
these
Yeah.
are
This one's gonna be easier to start with,
obviously
it's like
there's zigzags, you can use them for
pretty round
stitching, but,
circle, so
like,
it looks like a square of stitching.
it's like a bar
Okay.
tack, which is like
Okay.
you know
It doesn't
how,
matter
like,
what edge
holding
you
on
want.
big
So-
stuff,
Whatever you
like
like.
you know you were saying
Okay.
a heavy stitch on a pair of jeans.
No, I think I get it. I think I just have to
I don't know what
start.
makes it
And then
happy.
do you just kind of let the trailing edge just
Like
in your
kind of
jean knot it?
you
Or
probably
like,
have it
what's
all over
the-
your
it's like
denim.
you don't
Yeah.
really want to have something that's really
That's-
abrasive to your sock too,
like
right?
near the pockets, you
Or
see
what's
like
the
the
theory
heavy
when you get to end? Do you just like
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
tie
yeah.
stuff
Thank
off?
you.
I normally like when I'm starting with the thread, like one end is like put inside the eye of my needle, the other end I do like I just do a couple knots. So this
Okay,
is
so you
like
do not
I think
use
4
that.
knots, but it's
Okay.
not that big.
Oh here,
Okay.
look.
All right.
I
Anywhere
mean,
where there's like a stress
Personally, my
point,
feet are not
where
so
it's like, you
sensitive
know,
that I will feel a
pull
knot
on the back
at
of
my
that.
heel, but
Okay.
this is a bar
So you do
tack
this
where it's
regularly
like
with your
zig,
socks?
zig, zig, zig,
this
zig.
is usually what I bring here.
That's nice, guys.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have much spare fabric,
It's
but
like
I always
all
have
over.
socks
It's
that
like
I
when you
make.
put belt loops on, like
Yes. No, this is actually the same sock as last week. I did not get to.
For something.
you could, yeah.
Okay.
No, you were.
So
I think you were like
Right
comparing
out of the
for.
right color thread.
Yes, that's true.
every machine.
Okay.
or
Well, I
yeah, every machine
get
has a
it.
different.
So I'm not.
like,
Then I didn't bring
like,
any
layout,
material, so I'm
obviously,
gonna.
and it
I
looks
don't
like
have
this
any
is
Give me back to
a
the
Sorry.
situation. Yeah, that's okay.
Because it,
I
to
just
me,
mostly kind
it
of want
looks
to check out
like
the group and see what.
right side, top,
Sure.
bottom,
What?
left side.
So whose machine is that?
Uh-huh.
So
What is your name again?
Gray.
Gray.
gray bottom.
Nice to meet you.
So
There's not really a plug.
yeah. So do you see how that would form a buttonhole because it's a rectangle?
Yeah. Okay.
And buttonholes are made up out of zigzags. So it's like the top one, it goes like this in place, it goes zig, 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 and then it goes zig, 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 zig all the way down, and then it goes a little down the bottom, and then it goes all the way up, like in a rectangle. So this is, oh yeah, you see how it's red and matches up?
Uh-huh.
Yep, so you would go over
How did
here,
your
and then you
costumes
go
go?
Absolutely.
bottom
They were great.
to top.
They were fun.
Okay, good.
We have an entire group costume.
Oh, it has little
like,
steps.
We have
Do you have a
photos.
photo?
I do,
This is actually a
somewhere.
really cute machine.
Okay.
It has big, chunky, like,
I went to a con
this is
last
the
weekend
top
with
and
some
bottom.
friends. Are you familiar
And then
with
this
the
is
Buck
all
Show?
Gotcha.
This is gonna sound
Okay.
ridiculous.
And then, let's see.
It's an anime that came out in the early 2000s. If the answer is no, these aren't gonna make sense. But
I missed my turn.
Is this one is the straight stitch?
Oh yeah, I'm
Yes.
just leaving it there like.
So,
But there's like I don't go through under everyone, but I'm like alternating.
that's kind of strange how like
The
it,
best.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
I'm like
Really?
always
Your
like
eyes and
squinting.
must be like.
but it
Wow,
also
okay,
has
I
like
get
zigzag
it.
next
So
to it.
yeah,
So it's
that's
not a
eventually
little
I'll
bit
pull
too
it
feel
out.
where the tension is like.
Yeah.
Got it.
It was very funny when she came
I'm like,
after
where's the
this one
Discord
is-
group?
I wonder if it's like by type of
Okay,
stitch.
so that, I know I have references in here. Because we had photos. Okay, so this is the group of idiots that we were doing costumes of.
Huh.
Okay,
Well, it looks like this setting
this
is
is probably
for
saturation is like
straight stitch and zigzag.
saturated.
Wow, that came out great.
Again, every machine is different. Mine is
You
not
did
like
that in 3 days?
you get one. It's not
Mine?
I don't know.
Yes.
I wonder what you did. You look it up?
Oh, okay. I thought you were making for everyone in your group. I was
Did you
like,
look like
wow.
reverse Google image
That's
search?
No.
It's
I
yeah.
take costumes
It's a white and the like
That's about where I draw
number
the
is
line.
like
Like,
177.
If you want to prop,
78, 1778, something like
Wait,
that.
wait, start over. I didn't hear you.
but like,
Hold on, let me. I have it. I have it on my phone.
I cannot.
I was trying to figure out what year it was
five
made
costumes
and like
without losing my mind.
like what
Oh.
Fair
country.
enough.
Also, the one in black
Is
is
it
the
a
one who
foreign
dragged me
machine?
into this in the
It's
first
not
place.
because
So
it's
like,
cheap. It's English. Mine is a Juki. It's a Japanese machine. And I love
she
it.
can make her wife stuff and
It's
her
a white
brother's stuff. Like
1788.
that's
I don't know.
they can handle that. I've got enough going with
When is your birthday,
That's fair.
young machine?
So,
Wait,
I
what
feel
is
like
your
it's
name
like-
again? I know I asked you
hi, I'm
sometime.
Caitlin. I don't
Caitlin
remember
Amoli.
yours. I will not remember that.
I keep thinking you're the second Lena, and I know that's not right.
No, okay.
No, there's like another Lena though, isn't there?
There is, and same
You know,
as
it's
that
funny.
It's so
Probably
funny.
during your scrap. they
In
actually,
elementary
like,
school, there was a
have people,
Lena
like,
with an
make
eye, so at least that was better.
I have never met
And then
Lena
she-
until I met you, actually.
You know what? that Lena in the 3rd grade, she was smart and she skipped a grade, and I was like, you know what? I was like,
Holy Lena.
oh, no. I was like, I had a rival with her because I was supposed to have good grades, and she like,
I see.
and my mom was like, why can't you be like that?
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. But she like showed me out and skipped a grade, and I was like,
I don't know. I can't figure it out.
unimportant right now. All right. I was just curious. If you find out, you can let me know. So it looks like this is straight stitch and zigzag stitch. Straight and zigzag. So then it looks like what your friend said, that if you put it on 0, and it looks like this picture basically. It's basically the breadth
So how's
of
your
the
week?
needle's movement.
Chaotic.
Like how much is the needle gonna move?
Well, tomorrow.
So for like these
Oh, are you
guys,
No.
okay.
Yeah, I just dropped the needle.
Proposal writer for some engineering company.
I forgot about those kinds of proposals. So when I heard I had 2 proposals this week, I was like,
No.
I should have dropped.
wow.
No.
Okay.
No.
Portable wand. Okay.
No, I'm sweaty.
So for like
Give us
these,
$50 million.
if it's on one, they're gonna be like a bunch of really small
The city of
zigzags.
Grand
If it's on the board,
Rapids,
so like a bunch of long zigzags.
56,000.
Yes.
Okay.
Why are you
Okay, so
asking
let's
New
do
York, I
by
guess?
example. So if we do
Because
straight
the
stitch,
company I
we
work
do
for
0,
has
because we don't
an
want it to
office
be
in New York.
And
Ah,
then
okay.
this is the length of the stitch.
Okay.
Okay, so like how many, like how far is it gonna jump ahead? So like you typically wouldn't want to do teeny tiny stitches
How did
unless
you,
you're
like,
like
get into that
repairing
kind of
something, but even then you want to do maybe 1 or 2.
I did
If you're doing like a stuffed animal that like you want it to be really like tight and not
almost a decade.
have the stuffing come out,
Okay.
like these guys.
With a specific
Garments
focus
usually
on,
3.5
safety.
for basting or like
Considering we had 3
kind of putting things together to like
there were freaking jokes.
experiment
Oh my
or whatever,
God. Yeah.
and you might take it out. You need big scissors.
Okay.
Very, that's absolutely big stitches.
Why are garments not smaller?
Because if it's too small, it's gonna
I
destroy the
get
fabric.
specifically a lot of natural gas.
Yeah, you like, yeah, and a lot of times you see the stitches. So like this is like probably like, I mean again, a 3 or a 2 on
Do you
this is
remember
not
in
gonna be
2019
the
when
same
they sent out
3 or
a
2
statewide
setting on
notice?
definition. So I can't be like, oh, that's a 2 or
Turned
whatever.
down.
So
That in the middle of that
Does it
cold
make a
snap.
difference
I
how
wasn't in
fast you
Michigan.
like
I just moved here, so.
Okay, that's okay.
so you're not feeding the fabric.
It was very,
The
very
machine
cold
is pulling the
in
fabric.
February. It was like negative
These are
20.
called the feed dogs,
And,
and they're going like
was an
this,
issue with the fire
and they're pushing it. And if at any point you are pushing the fabric or pulling the fabric, you're doing something wrong.
Gotcha. I don't know if my feed dogs work because I've definitely had it when I don't move it. Sometimes it's just like going on the same.
Oh my God.
Well, that could be where it's just there's a knot or something, and
The
there's just
problem
not going
is
over
that
something.
they provided
But like,
pressurization of the gas that they were putting
like
into the system.
honestly,
When it was
if you
negative 20
turn it on and you see that they're moving, they're doing their
gas
thing.
pressure across
I
the
mean, honestly,
system dropped.
yep, they work.
Oh,
They work.
that's so cool. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
all year.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another thing. This is something I tell my students.
So I got shifted into natural
Okay,
gas to
yeah.
help them rewrite all of their procedures on
Yep.
that side of the business.
Okay, so I tell my sewing students, and I heard this from another teacher years ago, so I'm not gonna claim it, but she was like, it's all about you. It's all about you. You're always turning this fabric toward you. Like turning it in your direction, that's the forward stitch.
Not
So
anymore.
you could technically do each individual stitch like this by hand. You really wanted to.
Almost a decade.
Like if things are extremely detailed, then if you're going around a corner and you like don't know what you're doing, then you can do it by hand.
But now
That's
I
cool.
work for a
Okay.
very
Yeah.
company.
And then also like let's say you're sewing and then you stop and you want to put the needle back in, you don't go backwards because then the machine is gonna be like confused. You gotta go through. You just put it forward. Okay, now that it's all good and knotted up, let's unthread it and
I
rethread
can't
it.
actually complain that much, you know?
Wait, so were you, like, is your background in
So do you know what this is
engineering, or,
called?
like,
This is definitely an old machine because it's got a metal base for
For
sure.
like 2 years
Okay.
for biomedical.
So
And
do
then
you know
I
what this is
realized I
called?
hated it.
bobbin.
Yep, yep.
I also was thinking about going to private school for that at one point, which is insane.
So,
How
okay,
are you gonna
I'll just show you real quick. This is how you get it out. You lift this here, pull it
program
out.
like that? I was at Purdue, which was
Oh, yeah, I know.
That's the bottom thread.
country at the time, I think.
Yeah.
Specifically for violence. And I hated it. I just hated it. So, at that point, I ended up switching into.
So for a sewing machine, you have two threads, the top and the bottom. And what they do is they come down through the fabric, they loop around each other, and then they go back up. And that's how it works. So if there's ever issues with the stitches, first look at the bottom and look at the top. And see, okay, does it look messed up on both sides? Is it okay on one side? And then the bobbin is all looped. Just like when I was a kid, I used to just be like loops and loops and loops. And I figured out that I had put this in the wrong way. Yeah, or it was like not wound tightly enough or whatever.
How can you tell? Because I was Googling and trying to figure out whether it should be like, which way it should go in. And Google was like, some go one way. Some
Well,
go the other.
shut up, Google. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So, okay, this is the easiest way to do it.
You know, I'm gonna scoot your bags.
Yes, please. I kind of like got here and just dumped everything and just like I started organizing and then I stopped.
I can.
That's how I do my bedroom too. No, I start organizing and then I'm like, oh look, there's a scrapbook. No, I'm just kidding.
I haven't seen this in years.
I know, like, hey, look, there's a skirt from kindergarten. Let me try. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry. I was gonna see, I'm just peeking to see what you guys are doing there.
Well, it's my sewing machine right here.
Yeah.
That not my sewing machine. Look at how I'm so like every machine.
Yeah.
Every machine is my baby. No, I'm just kidding. It is my baby. I'm like I have adopted you, and if you have any aches and pains, let me know. Okay, so let me show you this first. So
No, I'm just gonna shove my. We're good. We're good.
I'm gonna pack it. Do you want me to pack it?
No. I'm
Besides just learning how to like men's socks, what are your other
No,
hobbies?
you do not need
So,
Yay! It's
I
done.
have dabbled in letterpress printing. It's a great workshop of
That's what the table's
Yeah, I've been there.
for.
And then gardening is kind of recent.
All right, I'm trying to find something pointy to like
Just urban
point at something.
Okay,
here we go. No, this is good. Okay. This is dangerous, but I'm just using it. So,
And like
all right. So we have
it's not
this
about making a
groove right here
perfect precious drawing. It's about just kind of like
where the thread goes in
documenting the
first,
process of drawing, and then you turn
and
the
then
page
it
and
kind
you
of
move on.
slides underneath this plate. Sorry, my throat's dry.
That's my thing.
This, if you can see, is a separate plate. This whole piece right here.
Does anybody read New York Times?
So actually, this screw does something.
There was just this thing. They
It
came from this
tightens
studio in New
or
York City
loosens the
where
bottom.
they, so they just
So if you ever
prepare
find that it's not
clothing,
tight enough, not loose enough, you can
but they
actually
do
go
it
in
in
with
a
a
way where
little
it's like celebrating.
screwdriver
So
and
like they darn
mess with
socks,
this.
they'll do it in a contrast.
So right now,
darning sweaters and
it
stuff like
feels
that.
like
and,
it's like
they just do really
held down
cool
pretty tightly. You know, it's
stuff
like
with graphics.
okay. So the thread goes through here, then it hooks in here, and then it kind of hangs out on this thing. So you want to think like, how is the thread gonna naturally get in there?
It's too
If it
named.
just face it always towards you like this, like you just took it out of the machine. The thread's not gonna get in there from the bottom. It's gonna get in there from the top, right? So you just slide it in, and then if you just start rolling, it should just get in there. And then you just kind of guide it and get it in that little thingy right there, and then it's just gonna hang out.
Yeah.
Is it okay to touch it?
Yeah, try it.
Right, that's celebrating. Right. Exactly.
Oh, you're using your rulers.
Gotta mark up my whole pattern so that I can do all this silly smocking.
I think that's the reason I never did smocking.
This is my first real foray into it.
What is
It's
smocking?
what? So this
The dead look on my face.
I don't know like half of the different like fabric alteration techniques you guys mentioned.
You guys can ask me, find all those little cute little red handled leather pliers?
Oh. Gosh, I don't even know.
It's like, why do you have so many of them? I want to know.
Watch what you were doing.
Yeah.
you can
If
use
it's
it.
coming out, it should be
Well,
Are they all different? Are they all?
come in a kit.
well, this is pliers. This is a cutter,
Okay.
and this is round nose pliers.
Oh, right. So those are like.
like jewelry.
Miniature.
Yeah, got it.
They're
okay.
travels. You never know when you'll need it. I was
Exactly. Exactly.
You never know when I'll use a box.
Oh, I only did half. I only did one side.
I'm so easy distracted.
Anyway, this is smocking, which is when you tie knots in the back and you pull this together so it forms patterns. It's gonna look way cooler when it's a full sheet. So this is, there's one type down the middle, there's one type on this side, and then there's gonna be another type on this side, because it'll look like a vertebrae.
Did it make sense?
That does make sense.
Yay!
And so this piece you're gonna sew to.
All right, why don't
This
you
one-
put
this
it
one's
in
gonna
this
be
and then try to, I'll show you how
Okay.
A long
let
drop.
me move my like cut.
Sure. I didn't
Oh,
bring
this
my
is a
brown
blade
staple,
cut,
which is
or
actually
not
done
blade
for
seam ripper.
It's all gonna get smaller.
An advanced version of a seam
I
ripper.
was gonna say mine just looks like
Yes, I'll show you the different kinds of seam ripping. There is, I'm trying to be super careful and not cut something I don't want to cut, and each individual thread is with a snips. There's also like the flat snips you might have seen. I don't have them in here.
And then
There's this one,
just this center row, but
right? Classic, you've seen
yeah,
that.
that's what I have.
And then there's the classic blade, which
this
is for
gonna be a
denim.
long drop sleeve trim. So I've
You
got
can just go like under like this, and it just pops right over.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's
This is relevant to my random thing. I was gonna ask the best way to get, like, if I use like one of these, would I be able to pull this out?
Are you trying to take that down, make it longer sleeve or whatever?
Oh, these are pants.
Oh, they're pants.
My plan, I don't want to derail from the sewing machine, but my plan, these
No, I
don't
could
really.
just show you real quick, and then you
Okay.
could just start working.
Okay, my ultimate plan is to put grommets along the side to make them bigger.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I just took like a very vanilla friend to. We weren't even trying to go shopping, but we walked into Forever 21 and they had these like waxed. I was like, you should put these on, and he was like, no. And I was like, dang it! But they were brown.
Gotcha.
And I was like, this is such. I picked them up, and I was like, this is such interesting fabric.
I think I got them at a thrift store. They're just a little bit too small for me.
Well, Forever 21 was going out of business. That's why we went in there.
Oh,
Because we
really?
were like, what's going on? And it was like a wild mess.
That's crazy.
One of the sewing students that comes here, she's like, I love a good sale. And she's like, my husband was like,
Make it part of the design.
okay, so
Like this, like
I
that just totally.
you just before you're taking the roll down. Are you taking the hem down?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So that's what made me think of my sock. I was like,
Stick it in there.
Mine's going to teach me how to darn.
I feel
Honestly,
for
I went from
the
YouTube. I
thread,
don't really say I'm like. an expert.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I should do that too.
and I'm not gonna push because if you're pushing,
Giving yourself enough
you have like cut
Me,
fabric.
I did learn
Gotcha.
from YouTube.
Did you do other sewing?
I hear that you like know what you're doing now.
Ta-da.
I can like
Now you can just go thread by thread. Do you want to use? You can use this one, like this.
moved away.
You can use this one.
But
like
that is
this.
also not a new sewing
Like,
machine.
also
So it only
thread
has
by
like
thread.
2 kinds of stitches, and it's like 25
Or
years
you
long.
can. I'm not gonna give you the razor.
So I can
That is
operate
okay.
an old sewing machine.
I don't need to deal with that.
When you get my back me up
I have my tiny
the older the
little.
sewing machine, the less
Always
likely
seam
it is to
ripper.
have plastic parts.
Yes.
And it will probably be better.
Yes.
That one does have plastic. It's just like
Which one do you want?
I have this little.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna use yours. So do you feel like you could open up the other one too?
I've never tried to. I want to go up like this
I think it's at
side.
least 25 years.
No, I mean like the other leg.
Oh, the other
Like
leg.
because I kind of started it for you. Because yeah.
I just
So
look for it
Are
and
you
kind
like the
of
thing
pull it
that
out.
like the
no, you don't
Oh.
put. So you want to slide this, and this is kind of
Yes, the
flat.
bobbin
It's
goes
not
around
round. You want to
the
slide it
So
on this
there's a
side.
tension disc. There's
And
a
feel for the
tension
first
disc within
thread.
the machine that
And once you
hold
cut
the
that
thread and
first
as
thread, then
Oh, I think you look the
what
thread.
the first time you do it, just make sure you don't like rip through the fabric.
It's
Okay.
like it's a pair of like sandwich.
That is so fair.
Like
Yep.
you want to make the thread when you like go through like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
however your machine says you want it. If you can't see it because it's behind the front piece, but it puts it through the tension.
Yeah.
If you ever see it in dust,
I think I remember them being too long too.
it's like
So I'm just gonna tear them apart.
I have no clue what's on the inside. It's just the only machine, me and my.
All right. Oh, wait. So you're already. Wow.
No, I'm not saying that. It's just I'm saying I don't
Okay.
know how to use it
So yeah,
utilized with all the fancy settings.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, a newer sewing machine, half the time you really still only use hand stitches.
That is, yes, I have an older sewing machine, but and I have to say I'm perfectly happy with it. But I'm curious, like I've never used a serger.
Step those somewhere. Okay.
What do you? I bet. Yeah.
So
I picked one up from a garage sale.
it's hanging down.
So is that like?
Think of the letter P.
Supposed to.
Can you see the letter P? That's how I remember it. Even though I'm dyslexic,
probably
it's really
3
bad.
hours
That's
to get
they give me a letter.
corrected.
I'm like D, which one?
So I don't even know. 'Cause I never even.
Yeah, it's so it's
Like,
on
obviously,
your
I've heard that it's
left.
really hard to find. Is that
It goes like this.
or something even one or something like that?
So-
Like, what's the?
So that's the direction of the bobbin is actually really important. If it's not the right way, it will mess up the stitches. So yeah, and then
Is it okay?
yeah, do it.
I'm gonna be this person.
Do I have a friend?
The way you made this look so easy, by the way.
Huh?
You made this look so easy.
Oh yeah. It's not because I have like paid to like do it like freaking fast as heck or anything. I don't know.
It cuts your off and then basically.
I'm not paid hourly.
But you sew them. Do you sew?
What are you working on
Right
right
sides
now?
are okay. Here, my
Put it like
box.
this,
Put it like this, right?
and
a
then
few different
as you put it
things.
through,
This lady
it cuts
came in
off
for
the
her
excess.
40th birthday party, and she brought a tailcoat and like a two-piece
So
suit.
I put.
Okay.
I put.
Like she found. No. Did she say she found, or she said it was her
Right side
nephew's?
together, and you run it through.
Tailcoat?
And then you, how does it get that
But,
wet?
and she's like a petite lady
like
for 40. It's kind of funny, but she's like,
stitch on a
she's like, I have the body of a teenage boy, or
They're a real
a boy child.
Not funny.
But she really doesn't. But she's like just small, you know, like and slim.
Yeah, okay.
And so she got this like waistcoat, black,
Yeah,
and it's like low cut.
I'm sure they probably. But
And then the other one is like, or the outside is like short, and then it has like long black tails, and it has wide shoulders, but it's too big on her still. And I have to take the shoulders in and basically create like a faux skirt on the back. Like all the tails are gonna be covered in like ruffles and stuff, basically like wacky fabric and whatever, like pirate-esque.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
This is right, and then when I pull it,
Well, do it. Don't look at it from the back. Try to always have it facing you.
okay.
Let me see. I'd have to pull it out to see.
Cutting things is a relatively new
Yes.
thing. And
Yeah,
bowl
that's right.
was one of those things that
I'm sorry. I have to.
cutting and slashing fast.
Yeah. That's right. Okay. And then it's really just a click. It's just you always want to make sure you're all the way up, and then it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little notch right there. You see the notch? This is right here where that goes. So then you can just slide that on, click it, and I believe that was the click. Mine is a little bit different sound. And then the next step is, again, it's towards you. You go stitch down, and you always have to hold this,
Oh, okay.
because then it's gonna loop. It's gonna watch. I pulled on this and it comes out.
Okay.
And then now you can start sewing. Well, why don't we take this and then you do the whole process again?
Thank you.
I think it's good you brought it, you know, even if there's no electricity.
I feel like I'm learning things.
Yeah. Well, actually, there was a lady on Nextdoor that was like an older lady that someone gave her a machine and she didn't know how to use it. And she was like texting me like all these like awkward like close-up pictures. And I was like, I just said, just bring it in, please. Yeah. It was Bonnie actually.
Was it?
Yeah. She's so funny. She's awesome. Yeah. But she didn't bring her machine. She brought all those.
He brought those hats, right?
She's interesting. She's like, I thought, did you have some? I did this, and I'm like, that's so cool. And then she's like, but I don't know anything, and I'm like,
She's a hoot, man. She brought 2, I don't remember how many.
Sock puppet, the sock puppet.
Oh,
last
I
year
actually
were-
told someone about those sock
Those were
puppets.
insane.
I think I told my mom about the sock puppets because I was like, or maybe my grandma. I was like, because we had sock puppets growing up, where like,
Oh, yeah.
but I was like, man, it was nowhere near. I was like, I feel cheated. Like our sock puppets were ugly growing up.
Those were like,
She worked for Jim Henson.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
yeah. But I'm like, the quality of the sock puppets is really, really high. And she was also talking about how she did like some costuming for TV. And I'm like, what TV? What are we talking about? Like, if you worked on Labyrinth, I specifically want
Stop! Oh my gosh, that's so up your alley.
Come on.
You psycho freak. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen.
I am. You're speaking to.
I feel like you can tell exactly.
Have you been to
what
Burning
my-
Man?
I have not.
Okay, a friend of mine just told me about it, and I'm like, you know what? All right, okay, fine. I'll start saving up $1,000,000 to go.
So I know this is like,
Wait. Before she said that this is real. You can arrange to skydive and just drop into, and it's a mile radius into Las Vegas. You can just drop into Las Vegas desert fully butt naked with nothing, just yourself in the elements, and the world will provide for you.
here's the thing.
That's what she said. She said the world will provide for you. Like they'll be like, hey, the hippies will give you clothes, they'll feed you.
But
I was like, that's freaking crazy.
I offer you this.
And these are all adults, like.
You don't want to skydive naked?
No!
Because the all of this.
Dude, her and I were laughing. I was like, just like nuts, like in the like. laughing so hard.
My brother packed chutes for years. Okay.
Your who
My
packed?
brother, my baby brother, packed parachutes for years.
Parachutes.
Like jumping out of a plane. Parachutes.
He packed
You have to
them.
pack them in a specific pattern.
Okay.
So he packed them for a company that like threw people out of planes.
Oh my god.
And I jumped with a chute that he packed. So talk about
That's
anyway.
stressful. I'd be like, brother, you better know how to do your job.
Don't mess this up. I won't be around to tell you, but you better feel it for the rest of
You'd
forever.
be like, if you didn't pack this parachute right, my ghost will haunt you.
Listen,
No.
the backup better work, but also,
Oh, there's a backup parachute?
yeah, you always have two. Because
That's why I've never done skydiving. 'Cause I'm like, nah. bro.
listen,
I have no desire to go skydiving.
No, I have no desire. My life is already exciting. I don't want to go flying.
once. You need to do it exactly once so that you know what it's like, and then you never need to do it.
I don't know.
Well, why don't we all
I
just
don't.
do heroin? I'm just kidding.
You might
Let's
jump
do
out
it
of
once
a
and
plane.
just see how it feels. I'll let you know how you feel in a couple years. I'm just kidding.
I have a cousin who went from instructing skydiving to base jumping because he's an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah, see, it's just a what's that word? A gateway drug. Yeah.
That was not his gateway drug.
It's just a gateway drug to jumping off of Empire State Building and like slacklining
Yeah, he
with
does that too.
with no rope.
You gotta have if you're highlining, you gotta have the safety.
No, people do it without it.
Some people do. He's not quite that crazy.
Crazy.
His gateway drug was Columbine.
What is it?
Columbine, like the high school.
Wait, how is that again?
He decided that he was gonna live life after he like lost friends.
Oh, he was there. Oh gosh.
And then
I'm like,
that-
was he inspired by a
No.
news story?
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking
That fucked him up.
about? Was he in college at
No,
the time?
no,
High
he was
school?
at Columbine High School. His sister had
I'm
just
sorry, I don't remember if it was a high school or college.
99. So it was a high school, yeah, in Colorado, where everything is an extreme sport, which just led straight into. This dude's in his 40s.
So he's like, I'm gonna live.
He's like now like a yoga instructor.
This is the same
and, like,
guy that's
same
done all
dude.
this. Lived
Same
through
dude.
Columbine.
Same dude.
Then he's like, you know what, I lived, I'm just gonna jump now.
Yes. He's like, I'm gonna live life.
You know what, he should meet my cousin because my cousin lived through the Oxford shooting.
Have you not been through a school shooting? Not to be graphic.
Nope. Yep, I didn't go to school in America long enough not to shit on your country. No.
You can. You can. My brother is an educator, and we talk about this all the
Hey, I'm
time.
a teacher too, man. And when I went to school to be a public teacher, but when we started literally getting active shooter trainings, I was, and
You're like, no.
and just being like, there was debates about whether teachers should carry guns or not, and I'm like, dude, I don't even make hardly like $20 an hour. I'm not carrying a weapon. I already almost get stabbed 20 times a day by a freaking pencil by like a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get my shoot, my foot shot off by some like middle schooler who like doesn't like me one day.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's like it's such a disaster waiting to happen.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And they
You're procrastinating. You're only here to procrastinate.
listen, this is more than I've
I
gotten
think,
done
you
all
know what? I
day.
think I figured you out. I think
I
you only
sat-
come here to procrastinate.
I come here to socialize and see what other people are up to and get something slightly done.
You were working and then you were like, let me just go and no.
Listen, I sat at work all day. I finished proposals
What do you call it? That you're doing again? What's the name of it?
This is that
Canadian.
package.
Smocking. Canadian?
All right. What more do you want to
Okay. All right.
I guess my only other question is, what would I use?
Got a really good
these
reference.
guys?
Was that your book?
Okay.
That was a cool
So this is one of the
this
best
one-
references.
right?
It shows you all sorts
Oh my
of different
God.
types of fabric
This one is
manipulation.
kind of called, it's called a catch stitch.
Yeah.
You can take pictures
These are just
of
different
the book
versions of catch
when you
stitches.
feel like you want
They're
to
all
move
like
into
to
that kind of
finish
stuff.
You and I can look at it.
And a catch stitch is
Kind of a
almost.
thing.
Yeah, so like,
It's one of the best books about fabric
No, you're not wearing
manipulation
a
out there.
t-shirt.
It's all out of this so that you can put it up. It is. So these are types of smocking. This one is
So
the
essentially, the
far
catch stitch,
side.
instead of doing this,
Like I had that example
you
out.
have
The
your
center
straight
piece is
bit
gonna
on the
be like
bottom,
a
and then
triangle
you have
shape.
the
Okay.
bit.
This is the side.
this is just what
right?
gardening looks like.
So it's like
Yeah.
a straight line.
Kind of. It's yeah.
all
it's
of
just
all
that
of these
woven
create
thing,
a
but
straight
this
line.
is like a
It's all one
sheet
piece
of
of fabric.
fabric.
Besides,
That
this
has
one
been-
is basically a zigzag, but with
You've
stitches.
seen it.
So this one is like for like very specific instances
So
that
this
you
center
wanna do
row
that.
is a triangle type of smocking, and
Like,
the side row
again, maybe
you
to,
can
like,
kinda see it.
gather
It's only one row
something,
worth of it, but that's
hair
gonna be
something,
that
Nice.
pattern.
for decorative
It's just like one
stitches. Like
piece
it's
of
not
fabric.
like I don't necessarily.
And that is also
There's a lot of these domestic
That's
machines
my
that
pattern that I've got marked out on the back, and then all of the
you don't
like
necessarily need all
lines
these
are
things. So again,
dots
this is a
that
catch stitch if you're trying to
together. Like
finish an edge. So like the raw edge of the fabric would be over here.
and then you just do it,
Well, I
and you
guess
talk
it's
about
that, do it on
and
the
then
side,
you
but the
stab
raw
yourself
edge
with the
typically
finger
is like
35
this.
million
And then
times.
the stitches here are like stabilizing the
And then you
fabric.
try to do it in the
And then you
dark
can go and cut it with like pinking shears, which are those
Oh, I
like
could not do
zigzags.
them.
You know those zigzags?
That's why I keep
scissors?
like turning this
Yeah.
way because I need that extra
So
light.
it basically is just instead of
tiny little, oh, you
a
can
surgeon.
see light kind of a thing.
That's not a thing.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
So I had to travel, and I did not get nearly as much of that done as I thought I would. but-
So it's like,
It's okay. You were
this is just the
And I
raw
got back, and I'm
edge,
like, actually, you
fold
need
it
to
over,
huge sheets of this
and
instead.
then the zigzag is going
Which
over it
is-
all the way.
is-
Well, the way the t-shirts are made, it's actually a different machine called a flat lock, where it's all just they just fold it and it just does it in one go.
You can explain what this
So I have a serger where it's like it creates
Caitlin,
that
do your other
serged
friends
edge,
also
and then I have
costume
to
design and sew?
do those double stitches.
I would say some. Some of them have dumped me into this.
So
way
this one,
too
for example,
intensively.
actually would be good for finishing the inside of a knit garment.
The
like
friends
what you're
that I
wearing,
was with this
stretchy.
weekend.
Like let's say you like.
I'm
just-
listening, by the way. I am
No,
just
you're
like,
good.
staring, but I promise I'm listening.
So like the two in the middle are friends that were with me this weekend, and they made their whole get up. Cool. I made mine in my
All
plus
right,
one.
so let's say you just like sewed this together with a straight seam, like down here you just get straight,
Which one?
and then
Oh,
you
I
gotta
know. Like
like
that one, for example.
make
Those
the
are
inside
This one?
look a little bit
Yeah.
looser,
taking out the hours.
but you don't
It's
want to
saving
take
me
away the
during
stretch.
COVID. I
So
did not count
you
the
could
hours 'cause I
either
didn't think I
do
was going to finish that one.
A regular
And then
zigzag,
this one
which
took about 3 weeks
doesn't
because
really
I
take away the
realized
stretch
that
much,
I
or
need
you
to
could
do
do
something for him to wear,
also
and
helps not
nothing
take away.
like that you
Because
can
it's
order
just
online. It's going to be standard.
dispersing the tension.
Right.
Like when you have like a straight stitch, it's
Um,
like they're like
that one was
Or like tug a rope.
about 3 weeks. It was just
they're like pulling the whole way.
Go
But when
for it.
it's like has like
this one,
turns, it's like
all of the different quilted panels are
dispersing
embroidered.
tension.
Like the keys are all designed on.
so you
all
have
of the
more
white
like
snails
it
are
turns, so you have all that room to
individually
just
sewn
spread
on
out
one.
and
That one was a couple hundred hours total.
So that and the zigzag is like for
It's also all quilted and
stretchy
slashed.
things. The zigzag also is
And it was
you could use it to finish
raised
instead of a serger for anything.
because it didn't have the levels of embroidery.
Like cotton fabric. This is what people use when they don't have a serger. Most home people don't buy a serger.
I am at this point I'm pursuing I want
It's the same price as a sewing machine.
that would be about
and
a
it's-
journeyman level.
It's gonna be worth your money times 10,000. I promise. I use it like
one for him
more, if not,
just in solo because
like, I don't even look at my home.
like
sewer.
I've already several
Like my home sewer, I use it for making buttonholes and like very detailed things, and then I have my straight stitch. Like literally, my industrial machine just does straight stitch. It does nothing else. There's none of this.
What makes it industrial?
Like it's a metal tabletop, and it has you go like this, and there's oil underneath, and there's a thing that wicks oil, self-oiling machine. It has a belt. And foam machines,
Is this
they
for, like,
usually go
D&D or
300
something?
stitches per minute. This
I
goes
am trying
average
to
3,000
build this
stitches per
for
minute. Yeah.
so like
And you feel like, you know, it's metal, and you feel like you're driving a car.
you
know, like, I'm like, my dad's an engineer, he likes cars, I like motorcycles, but it's like,
Explain this for someone
you know,
who has
you
no
feel
idea.
like you're into it, right?
So a knob
That's my
would be
baby, I
somebody
love it.
who hasn't
That's so
competed
cool.
It's
before
moved with
or
me
hasn't
all over
really
the place.
played before.
But it just does straight
A
stitch.
journeyman
So
would
I'll literally,
probably
this is my
run a
process
couple
if I'm making a
smaller
whole bunch of stuff, like I'm
or
making a
maybe
t-shirt
a
of
fashion show at
straight
like
stitch,
a
straight
small
stitch, straight stitch. I'm
local
just got all
con
these
or
straight
a
stitch, straight stitch. And then I go over serger,
master's
serger,
level
serger,
competition
serger, serger.
would be expected to
I don't even look at
either
this.
be a professional.
No, seriously, like if you want to really make clothes, you should get a serger. My 11-year-old student, I thought they were gonna like maybe get it for her when she got older. Her mom was like, oh, what, you know, brand, da 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 da, like, and she got it the next time I saw her for class. And we, up until that point, we had been making zipper pouches, like stuffed animals. Literally that same day, we set up the serger and she had like a stretchy tank top, like a rib knit tank top that was like, you know, lined.
Shouldn't be competing in the
Right. That's really cool.
Because do you know that it also cuts for you, it trims for you? Yeah, yeah. That's like my.
Most people do it
So like, you know, let's say your pattern is here, but then you just have
That's fair. I was just curious.
so the people that really
you know,
enjoy
you don't
it,
have to, you
obviously,
just know like,
like
okay, this is the line where I have to sew, and then you just cut the seam allowance extra. The serger will trim it real nice.
I can make it.
Oh,
This is, you see how it's
That's
like
so
just,
fair.
Yeah.
So
you know, it's
I know
like,
one of my friends
exactly
and her
cut right
girlfriend,
there.
they were thinking,
so the blade
because
is
they
like
made
right
a
here.
pretty detailed,
It cuts, and then the threads wrap
well,
around,
last year they made one for
and it maintains the stretch.
Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. The year after
You
they
can make
did
swimsuits.
for like Kate and Vi from
You
Arcade.
can
Yep.
finish
So they
the
were
bottom
thinking
with
of
really
entering
thin fabrics.
But one of them liked the dress. She thrifted a dress for her Caitlin costume. But she was like, wait, this actually would work so well for professional clothing too.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a high
This
neckline
mom
long
came
blue
in and
dress.
said
So she
that
took
her
up all her
4-year-old
costume.
is like,
So a lot of times for competitions, there's like skit type competitions. Skits. So it's like a
Wait, have you seen
show
that
and they'll do a
4-year-old
little
Max?
sketch, like a 7-minute
Oh my gosh, 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It's on, he's like 4
When they
years
have
old,
those, they're not gonna judge you on
and I think he's American or Canadian, but his mom just like gives him
I don't do that.
Okay.
mannequin.
I spent
and he, like,
99%
he literally
of
has
my
like a brand
brain
now. He's famous. He's famous. Like he's,
Like,
he
the best
literally
I can
had
do
like
at
a
that point is
fashion,
explain it to the
or
judges
no,
and just
like
walk
a
out on stage.
Okay.
gather your thoughts.
Do you like?
He had
do
a
you feel like you're on
magazine
catwalk?
spread.
No, usually I'm just way
Yeah.
too anxious. and
Oh.
sometimes
I mean, his
I'll,
stuff
like,
was
go
so
wrong.
right now. That's so hilarious.
It's your moment.
I know
I
that,
was
and
like-
I hear you, but like if
his
I could
stuff
put
was
somebody
definitely very
else in
creative.
anything that I made and
I
then
think
bully
it was
them up on
nice.
stage instead of me, I would do it.
That sounds so fun though. I go on stage.
I think he just made it.
Some people love it, and some
And like you
people
could see a little bit of the fit issues, and I just left it. You know, I love that.
half the time when I put some, I'm
But it was not badly made. It was not like a 4-year-old made. Clearly, no, it was like, oh wow.
super cool thing. There was some creative lovely
Artist's
from
work,
Final Fantasy
you know,
14 and the show
like
this weekend.
an accomplished
They were
creative artist
novice. They
of 4 years of age.
literally so good.
How's that sock coming along?
Mine? Oh, it's getting there.
You're just so detailed with it, aren't you? You're like,
It's a lot easier for me than other sewing because it's very repetitive, and I like. If I mess up a couple rows, yeah, if I miss a couple rows, it's not the worst thing
I
in
got
the
this whole
world.
thing out.
oh,
No, you're good. I'm getting on my.
did you learn?
6 months ago.
So I think I understand the concept.
I don't have a very
right,
good.
and I have a. I'm gonna get a tennis
Are you
ball.
sure you want more one right now?
Well, okay, I'll do.
Oh, do you want something to like?
Let me practice the needle in a minute.
Yeah. You want this little tin?
I'm just like, it seems
Put your
like.
sock
You know what?
in.
I'm just gonna like finish out Evil,
If
right?
you don't,
Like, what's that?
if you don't stab me with it.
Alright, so.
It's really not
Wait, do
that
you want to
sharp,
finish
but-
my sock or do you want to like do it?
No, I'm just gonna finish your row
Okay.
that you're working on.
That's good.
Okay.
Oh, you're letting her sew
So,
on your
like-
sock. That's so sweet.
And yeah, alright, so I
You'll be
can
like, you'll be like,
you're
oh, the
right,
stitch
like, this
was
is
right.
like.
No, I was
You
kidding.
can pull it back a bit. I just like stuck it for a
This-
bit.
How we make
I
friends
know.
here.
And
And
so,
so, like,
really
you're
This
not even really
one
caring
row
about,
right
like,
here.
perfectly every other.
That's where my friend.
I don't know.
I try to. Sometimes I mess up. And then, like, it's
No, I
Oh
have
yeah, this is
actually
my
one of
question now. I
these,
don't want to mess up your
no, it's
sock.
really okay. Like,
Wait, one of the sides.
I have tons of socks that when I first
Oh, I
started
really
doing
like
that,
your
I like
jeans,
just
by the way.
all
Oh,
over my
thank you.
smash rows.
Is it the purple
so
stitching
fine.
right
Well,
here?
here, I
This
will
right
just,
here
like,
across.
Yeah.
I'm just getting a feel for it,
So
but I feel like
I wore
missed
these
and
out
dropped
dancing one
some
time, and I
already,
did
like-
That's
some
okay.
silly, I kicked my
It
leg
might be
out.
easier. Here, move closer towards me.
Yeah, the
And then I
light,
was
you're
like,
right. Now that you say
okay,
it.
and I went to the bathroom, and then
It's no problem if you miss a couple rows.
So like,
actually like the perfect grip because you know how they sell jeans like
kind of
that,
going.
where it's just like right under the knee, but nothing showed that my boobs
It's
were
just where it's
nothing.
the row above.
It was like my
So
leg,
if you can see
and
it,
I was like,
kind of
this
goes
is
over.
and I left it there for years, and then eventually
You know what?
it just was like,
Yeah, you know what?
it
I'm
just
gonna,
turned
like,
into
put my red over
I was like, it's my no, my entire jean leg was gonna come off. It was like decapitating my leg. I was like, no, must save the leg. Emergency surgery.
It went back on.
It was so
I think I have some like,
Oh my god.
not ashamed or anything, but I have to put
I can use the scissors while I'm gone,
And I'll start it.
if you want.
Can I tell you this?
If you want to keep going up this way.
Yeah, so I just take it out, right?
Yeah, it's not pressure. So it's like, let me see if I can find the link that I can
Put my phone in my wallet and stuff.
Oh gosh. Wait, it's a prop? How are you gonna make it a bag? Is it hollow? You're like, it's going to be.
I haven't. Well,
You're like, it wasn't hollow before, but it's going to be.
literally
Oh.
front shell.
I think she does
and
patch
then
over a
sculpting
hole,
over
like
it.
an entire hole.
Let me see.
Yeah.
A front
Yeah,
shell?
so she has like a full hole here.
I am 3D printing.
You know?
Oh,
Her time smells purple. and this is
okay, so.
So
And then
she's
she's
going to
making
sculpt
yarn. So do you?
I think she double
I just
threaded,
want to show you real quick
like,
because I
the
noticed that.
Okay.
which you
You know,
can
this
double
is
thread.
not
I
just
personally don't
decoration.
do it.
Did you know that?
Like
So
embroidery
feel the
closet?
texture, the
Is that what she's,
difference.
like,
And
No, I
this
think it's
thing,
thread still because embroidery closet
right,
should be
and then
so
that
like
thing.
keep the strength of like
That has
where
little
you go.
tiny
Okay.
shards of metal, and it's actually like a tiny pin sharpener.
Okay, maybe I just have
Yeah.
to cheap embroidery cloth, but usually
Kind of like, you know, like,
I should probably just look at some YouTube stuff. But
gosh,
like,
what is that?
sometimes,
Like, you ever scrub a pan with that steel wool stuff?
Yeah.
It's kind of like
Sorry, my
you
service.
could sharpen things with that steel wool. It's kind of like a similar idea. Like if you stab the steel wool over and over, like
I don't know if she says.
that's what that's.
She says yarn. You can just
That's so cool. Thank
That's
you.
stuff that cost me like.
I guess you have to look
I
at
just
the top
it
as
just
well,
caught my
right?
eye. And I was like,
Okay.
Do you want me to like
No, okay, what's your name? Yes, remember.
last?
Last minute Laura. Okay, alright.
There's tons of videos, so this was just like one.
Okay.
I didn't even eat my first.
So Lena, you're a professional tailor?
I am. I am very thankful.
Do you just have your own business or
I
what
do.
is your
Yeah.
Okay.
Nina's Couture House.
Surgery questions should be direct.
Oh gosh, you have surgery.
No. I just was saying I only have like old school,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
great, but
Well,
I've
I
always
was,
been curious.
you know, I'm not like a surgery salesman or anything, but like, I was just saying to Gray that my surgery is probable. How much did you see they were? Did you see a price at all?
125.
125?
What this would go for?
Well, do you remember what the surgery was? You didn't look?
I didn't.
Okay, right. Well, thinking that the surgery is expensive. right? But I was like, it's worth the price 10 times 10,000. It'll pay for itself.
Really?
Like,
Okay.
I don't even look at my home machine parts. Like, I use it for buttonholes, maybe like decorative things here and there. It just collects dust.
Right. It scares me because as it cuts, it takes away my chance to do it again.
Because it does what?
As it cuts, it takes away my chance to do it ever again.
Well, yeah. Well, no, actually.
It has
Like
to be smaller.
unless you cut it too small, but if like you could unpick the seam.
Yeah. But then
But I mean, yeah, if you cut off the wrong thing, you cut off. But you risk that when you're cutting fabric anyway.
that's true.
You gotta. This is, you know how carpenters or whatever they say, measure twice.
cut once.
When I say measure, no, I say check 3 times,
Sure.
cut once,
Yeah.
or measure 3 times.
I have done that and still didn't.
Still fucked it.
You know that point where you're like,
Triangles.
yes, this is gonna
Oh
be.
God. I'm sorry.
It's only the center. In my defense, it's only the center line of the ones that I was doing. No. So that's what that'll be when it's done.
Yeah. No, I recognize it. I'm like, it doesn't look like anything I'm interested in doing. I'm just kidding.
It just takes 10 million years.
No, actually, I do want to like, I do want to do fabric manipulation because I have so much like boring fabric that I need to use.
Yeah,
Like,
you've seen her book. What are your guys'
yeah,
opinions?
please. Just
I'm Oliver.
Amazing.
I'm
get away
great.
from me.
It's a little bit overwhelming.
I'm a just take as many pictures as you want.
I don't want it.
I can't give
Because then it will be in my phone just guilting me.
The first time I've seen someone bring like a machine.
Why don't you try this ultra advanced
I
technique and like
misunderstood the
ignore all
class.
the
I
work
thought
you have to
everyone was
do?
It's not on your list.
And then I'll be up at 4
No, it's all good. I
3 in
used
the
to
morning.
have one,
Like,
and I don't right now. Like,
why did she
would
show
like
that
to get
dang
one, please.
If you ever want to borrow this line, I'm sure you probably know how to use it better than I do.
Well, I don't know about
Well,
that.
you know, wait. Do
I've just
you
been
know this
doing hands-on
podcaster?
That's all
It's
I
like one of the
have.
most
I have like
biggest
my only
podcasts
skill
on
at the
YouTube.
moment.
Ryan Bingle.
Like somewhere
I have heard.
She's like, okay.
You're darn soft.
I just looked up back in the day, like
It was, like,
most
wearing
popular like podcasts, and she popped up there, and I was like, oh, what a cutie, because she's like this cute little Korean girl. I guess she started with mukbangs.
I
Okay.
know
Like,
very little about sewing, but I'm
ASMR.
hoping to
Like she's a cute little girl, but then like
put grommets
she's
in
literally
these
like
pants and make them
her head
open
was
on the
cut off.
side. So we'll see
Her
how that
legs
goes.
were cut off.
And I don't care if it
haven't
looks
had
bad
that
because I already don't
So
want
like people walk by the door, and I'm just like sewing, and it's just like, and then her body was found in the trash bag. I'm like, interesting.
Probably.
But she's like, it's like
No,
an
now
hour
I
and
know
a
how
half.
to sew machine.
Now
I
you
like
know
to
as much
listen
as
to
I do.
those. Yeah.
My
I guess I
mom
take after my
has a
mom. She's
sewing
listening to like
machine
48
that
hours and stuff, but she's like, Lena, make sure you park under a light.
Now I know how to use this.
And I'm like, it's because you watch those tapes.
I'm like, I live all the time. I don't want to listen to what I'm trying to say.
No,
That's my only
she
reason.
doesn't use it at all.
Honestly, I'm like,
Used
I
to
could
do
fall asleep to a
quilts.
murder mystery. I'm
Kind
like,
of fully
who is
into
this?
getting a new one.
Like a real life one? Or
Jackson was
like
during the pandemic. And
Well, no, not. Wait, did I say?
She
Well, no, I say like thriller, like
And I haven't
mystery,
used
like
it
you don't know who did it, who done it.
Yeah.
She was like,
Like,
yeah,
She keeps us on the edge of our seat.
I enjoy
There's like
Neither
twists and
of us.
turns.
like a Knives Out kind of murder mystery.
Literally
Oh,
true.
okay.
But like an unsolved.
You're like,
and it's
No,
there in
like
the closet.
no, like the
I can
movie.
just grab it.
what? Oh.
I've been couple that now.
Knives Out?
They're really good. Yeah.
The way your head popped up was behind.
She's was very good. I'm always listening. Just not looking.
Oh, well, see,
the
the
first one-
situation is that I was borrowing my brother's Netflix, and then
Ah.
he changed it, and then I just have it.
And now you're like, nah.
You're missing out.
I'm like, it's been years, I don't need it.
So the first one is a murder mystery book writer is murdered, and Daniel Craig is a sweet Southern detective.
Oh, Daniel Craig.
Shows
Say
up.
less. I should watch it with my mom.
And he shoots out a bunch of rich people. It's very fun.
You shoot at a bunch of
Rich people. It's very
Say
fun.
less. Wait, no, one more thing. What's it called?
Knives Out. There's a second one.
He's a
that
cowboy?
is called, no, he's a sweet Southern detective who wears dapper, like,
Wait, I don't know.
He's
if
like
I
a
that.
PI, isn't he?
Yeah, it's definitely
Pardon me. He's a
not
private
at all the
investigator.
007 thing.
Oh, so he's not.
Different thing.
He's not giving daddy. He's giving grandpa.
He's
Uncle,
Weird
like,
uncle.
Oh.
like, yeah.
No, I don't
Not
know.
creepy weird.
It's
Just
good.
like eccentric uncle.
Because the way you did it, I was like, I don't know.
He's married to Hugh Grant, if that helps.
In the movie?
Yeah,
In the
canonically,
second
he's
one.
married.
Wait, what?
In the second
I didn't see
one.
that.
Oh, I
one.
haven't
Maybe-
seen the second one yet. I've only seen like part of it.
Do we? It's just a thing.
Isn't he wearing a wedding ring?
Was he?
So he's a happily married Southern detective. Happily married homosexual Southern detective. What? That's amazing. That sounds
I just appreciate
Now I
movies
really,
where
and he's all like
typewriters
proper.
are not
That's funny.
doing the usual role.
That's
Like, I
funny.
also loved him in Logan Lucky, which was fun.
I didn't see that.
Not seen that.
Logan Lucky is a redneck high school. And it is exactly what it sounds like. It's funny.
That's so funny. Gosh. I don't think I've ever seen him like that, Daniel Craig. He's always
It's
like,
worth it.
oh,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's what I'm like. I feel like it's like his redemption moment as an actor.
It's that thing where, like,
You know?
like
Like,
Daniel Radcliffe made so much money, he never has to take like typecast roles again.
That's
He can
true.
do whatever he wants.
Did you see him in that weird like horror movie? Like the very first thing he did after Harry Potter, he was just like so like
Wasn't he in the?
emaciated and just like
Oh
weird.
no, I remember he did the horse musical after Harry Potter.
I almost spit this out. A horse musical. My guy is like, I'm gonna do everything.
Yeah.
What's the movie where like there's an image of him in like rubber ducky shoes or something holding a gun? What's that
Are you
from?
serious?
Yeah, it's, I've only seen like the photo of
Rubber
him.
ducky. He
Wait, are we
really
talking about
is
the same guy?
Wait,
Yeah, yeah,
Harry
I've seen
Potter?
that one. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the
I don't know what
movie
movie
is.
it's
I just
from.
know the
I just
name.
know the like image where he's like
That's so silly. Oh my god. Oh, I really snorted. Man, that looks hilarious. I'm like picturing it.
Rubber ducky shoes.
Wait, I thought it was like a rubber ducky inflatable around his
No,
stomach.
I think it's just slippers. Hang on.
What is he, like a murderer?
No, I don't know
That
what
just
he is.
adds to the allure of the movie.
Photo.
Right.
Oh, it's not duck shoes. My bad.
What is it?
They look like some sort of claws.
What are they? What the heck? What the heck? Let me see. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
What in the god?
That was
I
an
misremembered
action
what they
image for a
were.
while.
Oh my god, I love him so much. He looks like he's having so much fun. He looks like he's having the time of his freaking life. He's like, I've been a wizard for so long. Ah! I'm gonna be a meth head with
Anything
bear
else?
claw slippers. Ah! That's so funny.
That sounds delightful.
He's like, I'll take any role, please. Just don't make me freaking swing. I'm just gonna stick around and see Abracadabra. I'm so tired of it.
He could do nothing for the rest of his life and he'd be fine. And instead he did, what was that? The one where he was a corpse and somebody else on an island was the Swiss Army man.
I do not know this.
Wait, he was a corpse?
Yeah, he was a corpse.
So is he dead? So he didn't move the whole movie?
Or is he like a zombie that
Wait,
does
he was just like a body double. He was just laying
Whoever
there,
is
and the
also
next scene he's just in another position, and the next scene he's in another
Here's the
position.
thing. Whoever else is in the movie, and now I can't remember who it was, but they're like, his corpse survived.
Isn't that this one where he's just like evil British mastermind?
Wait.
Kids movie, I feel like. I can't remember.
Wait, so
That
did
was
he
the
have any-
rom-com.
Answer the
Sandra
question.
Bullock.
Did he have any lines? or
That's
not?
what it's
That
called.
one.
Did he have any lines?
I don't know. Listen, he was just
How did he get paid for this? Why didn't they just CGI him?
I'm telling you, it was like
What
a deserted
the-
island, and he just played
What the-
the whole time.
Dude, that's like, bro, I'm lazy. I don't feel like
He
working
can
right
do
now.
whatever he wants.
Can you just like write a movie about like some dude but like with a dead body next to him?
I want to know how.
That's like Castaway, but like Wilson's a person.
Yes.
But it's like
Is that the one with the coconut? Or the volleyball?
Yes.
Wilson is the basketball.
Okay,
Is
some
it
sort of
basketball?
okay, volleyball.
Volleyball? You know what? I grew up in a basketball household. Don't correct me.
The volleyball brand is Wilson. That's why his name is Wilson.
I think it's also a basketball brand.
Is it a basketball brand too?
Don't talk to me.
Pretty sure it's both.
I don't know.
You know? Don't know, yeah. I do know Wilson's a volleyball though.
We grew up with NBA aspirations in my household.
No.
Not for me.
We're all short in my family.
Have you guys done a bracket for March Madness or no? I did it today for work because someone brought them in.
Wait, what is
I
a
went to
bracket?
Purdue and we're a joke this year. So
It's like, you know, the
This
teams
is-
that
you see
are
how little I
like
know.
slated against each other for like college basketball. At least we do college basketball. Like they're slated against each other, and then you say like who's gonna win in this matchup, the two like teams, and then like okay if they move on and someone else moves on, who's gonna win against them? Like
It's like you're predicting what's
yeah,
gonna
except
happen.
for like us, we're just deciding based on what mascot we like, what color we like. Like that's just our
You're like, it's all with the aesthetics. Like,
that's like 1 hour workplace of those basketball.
listen, I refused to have Snapchat for so long because I had it in the very beginning and it was like, this is so annoying. I re-downloaded it recently. My friend in California was like, get it. And then I spent like maybe an hour looking through all the like the clothes. And like, I was like, I didn't know you could pick out outfits.
wait, what? Closet review? Oh, like for your emoji? The thing.
You know, I've been gone for too long. They're charging money for this stuff now, and I realized, you know what? I didn't realize this was a market. I should have been selling little digital clothing. What am I even doing?
Well, VTubers, if you can bring a VTuber, you can make bank on
What's a
those.
VTuber?
They're the digital avatars that.
See, I'm like, what the?
I think we're heading out. Thank you so much for
It's so
joining
good
us.
to
I
meet you.
really appreciate it. Yeah, it was really nice to meet you.
guys.
Have a nice
And
day.
hopefully, next time you bring something, next time you stop by casual, you bring something that's handsome and you
Definitely.
can sit in.
For
But
sure.
if you get any wear with that, you should definitely let me know. Where did you find the club, by the way? Did you see the flyer or where did you see
I saw the flyer online. Yeah.
Online. Okay, so you have a way to message me if you can find me.
Maybe. Are you on Signal?
Where did you see it online?
I saw it on Signal.
Signal. How do you get there?
Hey, we're uncrypted. What? No, I was kidding. What the heck? How did it get on Signal?
Yeah, someone put it in some big
Something-
local group chat with
Wait,
400
do you
people.
know each other?
No,
Oh, I thought you guys came together.
I'm
Get together.
encouraging you.
Yeah. Right, because when in the beginning you were like, oh yeah. I guess you're just friendly.
You're just a lovely person. You're just delightful.
Right, yeah, no. So I was like, well, maybe you shared it on Signal. You seem like someone.
I do have a Meetup account.
That is the most public thing ever. The FBI is all over that. I'm just kidding.
I'm trying to.
They've infiltrated every activist group on Meetup.
Where you haven't posted it or like I haven't seen it. I'm like, where else?
Okay, so my Facebook group, Nina's Couture House.
You have a Facebook group?
Yes.
I found it from the Ann Arbor like community group on
Well,
Facebook.
that's where Sarah posted.
Oh, okay.
And then the whole world saw it. I'm also posting on Nextdoor. That's where Bonnie saw it.
Okay.
I also have a YouTube page. But Nina's Couture House, you just look that up, and then you'll see probably just me on Google Maps, and then it'll have the link to my website.
Amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome. So then that way, if you find me, you can message me. And if you're like struggling with that, you can call me.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your
Have a
day.
good time sewing. Good luck with those fabulous jeans. Thank you. Yeah.
Denim upcycle?
Well, they're like wax denim.
Oh.
Looking very spiffy. They're supposed to put grommets in the side of them, I guess.
Yeah, I have one of those shitty grommet installations. It's not like a good press. I've
Oh,
seen
my
people with
friend
good
had one of
press.
those big ones. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Do you
All alone.
guys know how to use like one of those digital embroidery machines?
I do.
Oh,
Because I
so
got
like,
trained at
You
at
what?
Makerspace.
Oh, okay. I saw
Oh,
the
really?
class.
Do you
It
go
was like
there?
$70.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh.
Well, yeah, you have to get checked. You have to take the class and you have to get checked out on the machine before you can use it.
That's why I
it's like
never
a
started there, dude.
$10,000.
I understand, but I was like, I can't do that. So
Understandable.
The price was my barrier as well. I was like, I am not gonna be here enough.
It's not cheap. And I don't have a membership. I just have a punch card.
Dang, it's like $40 per month, right?
No, it's 30.
Oh.
It's 45 for a drop-in. And when I go, I
Seriously? Oh my god.
go. Yeah,
The
but
prices
when I
are
go,
way too high.
when
For
I
an
go,
artist
I'm going
space, it's
for
way,
all
way too
day.
high.
Fair enough. Okay. I was just curious because like I know how to hand embroider, like kind of like shoddy,
Dude,
but
a few months of the fees and you can just get your own machine.
Yes. So the
Seriously.
kicker with that is that the software that they have, it's not super up to date. The software for digitizing embroidery patterns is stupid expensive. I don't know if you found that in your experience, but
I don't know how to do it. It's so confusing.
As far as digital,
so expensive. Like I glanced at it. So I was like,
the
Maybe.
software.
Can you not just do it in, like?
So I'm the type of person that will find a free version of everything.
Yeah, like can you just do a free version of Photoshop?
Like back in the day, I used GIMP. Did anyone use GIMP?
yes. You
Okay.
can
Who's paying Adobe? Thank you.
all of the normal stuff, but the problem with the software is that the software sets out all the CNC for the embroidery machine. So it converts what?
What is CNC?
CNC is
I've
like
not made a single stitch. I didn't even
the
try my
pattern that
Yeah.
your device
Oh, you know what? Did
That
I
happens
do my sock?
every week. It
What did I
happens
do
every
with
week.
my sock? I think
you
I
technically-
Okay, so I'm
Yeah,
just
what
gonna
happened?
a
lose
laser
it.
cutter, which is a CNC.
Yes, I do. I think there's one.
Often you'll see them with wood runners.
Yes. No, I mean that made total sense. I like didn't even think to like grab sewing
Yeah.
supplies.
So
I was like, make sure I have my
it
sock.
is the digitization of telling your point here.
These are socks that I have had.
embroidery
I've had these
piece
like
here.
like
Oh,
years and
they're
years.
cute.
Right, yeah.
This
Like the
many
stripes
steps
go
this
that
way,
way,
and
which
then
is
you
like
do a stitch.
anyway, but yeah, they're totally like ready to be done and I want to do it before they totally get a hole in it,
As
right?
well as the digitization of the actual stitch pattern itself.
Yeah.
So I get why it's expensive, but it's
It's funny because it's like dark right here,
Yeah.
and then it's lighter.
And I don't know why that is. Yeah,
I don't
that's
know if they
interesting.
offer scholarships.
I wonder.
Was there some sort of
Thinking about
bleaching
doing that for a
situation?
bit, but I know
I
it
don't
was
know.
Because it's like,
like
discolored,
gonna be
or maybe it's
Yeah.
just like faded. I don't know.
expensive.
Why would it be faded? Oh, let's see my other sock too. Let's see if the other sock has the same thing.
Because like the weft thread
They
is
don't,
like dark
they don't
right
just
there.
have that. They have
Is it
like
like
a
that?
metal shop. They have a whole.
Yeah, it's like that.
It is like that. I
Yeah,
wonder
it's a
if it's
Maybe it's the
lot.
design.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I feel
cool.
like
It's just like,
you know the design is where it's.
I'm not in a stage in my life where
What
I
would
can
be?
afford for my entertainment budget to be that much. Like this is my
Yeah, or
entertainment
why would
budget
that
of
be
buying
faded? That's
entertainment.
interesting. I never noticed that.
I'm
Like,
not sure.
Which I
Maybe I'll get to spend $5 on
Like the
something.
only thing
Oh, it's
is,
even here in the foot. So yeah, I'm totally.
yeah, this could be a fun
to
side
try to-
project for you. So
So I guess what I'm trying to, and I haven't decided whether I want to like try to like try to keep it with the pattern or just like be like no, I've repaired these. These are these are socks.
I'm
that have
hoping to
been-
become
so,
a
yeah, I have to
student,
decide that.
Like,
Well,
at this point, and I
the
know I have a
essentials are
student
basic.
discount,
You have
Thread
your
stuff is a
up
bit
and down
tricky right
threads.
now.
Yes, and I've always said yes. That's
Well,
the
I have
first
to
thing
go.
to do. That
I
way
was gonna
first.
go there regardless of
And then go
It's just
around.
that my defer and stuff.
This is like
Other-
this is actually a knit.
Yeah, but
It's like
I
it's
don't
like
really want
supposed
to have
to
to wait
mimic
a whole year
a
to
knit.
try to take advantage
Right, which is
of
why
it.
it stretches.
Yeah.
Right, but
Right?
it's not knit.
I just don't know how else to
It's
afford
not
it.
knit though.
I don't believe
I
it's
don't
knit.
know.
Well,
Either it's knit or it's just like very finely knit.
embroidery machine.
Is this a library? I know there's a
Actually,
machine.
It is, but I feel like it has like some sort of
It
plastic
does.
like
So that was the other thing too. So Lily was saying that she just does regular thread. So I'm wondering. Oh.
Expensive.
Yeah, I haven't seen one in the secret lab or anything. You know?
Yeah.
What was
Well,
she
yes,
saying?
it does seem like it's because just like the way that the two colors
Yeah,
go
it's
Take a look,
together.
and I don't.
So it's like it seems because it's a stretchy. So I didn't know when I darned it like what like especially then because right now this whole knit thing.
Right, so that's the
know.
purpose of having
Might have
a
some
darning.
equipment.
So actually, if you go to Joann's,
would hate to be like, oh yeah, they totally jacked up.
No, it's okay.
They-
I
or
understand.
even
Any
online,
leads
you
is
can look
like
up,
good. Like it's okay if you don't
darning.
have it.
Yes.
and
Like,
it's
fine.
literally it looks like a baby rattle.
Yeah.
It's like a wooden round thing with a handle.
Right. So you make it
And
that
so
shape,
you would
and it
so
would
you
already
would
be
fill
that
it
shape.
up so that you know,
I know.
Do you know if the University
Right.
of Michigan has one?
like if you were to
I
fix
can check
this
because to be
area, I
honest,
wouldn't
students
just
there,
fix
but
it
I'm
like
a
this. I
staff
probably
member.
would stretch
Okay.
it.
I see. I get it.
If they
So
have
it's
like
like
a.
not-
You want to make it
textile
that shape so that it's not going to stretch more.
They have one. I think you have to be like.
You don't want to like
college
put it on
arts
something
or-
big, and you don't want to put it on
Which
something
I'm
too
most certainly
small.
not.
Right.
So,
You're just like stitching.
Right.
So the
Oh,
darning
that's gonna
or
be
the
so
the socket is
Makes it-
stay the right size.
Right,
The ball is
okay.
actually a good idea, but I told her that it's not good because it's fuzzy,
Yes.
and she is
right.
often sewing it to the
How
ball.
long do I have? It's
Yeah,
She has to go back and but
7:30.
she's figured out how to get it. It's like, but the egg
Look,
is
and I got
wooden.
5 of these done.
So,
So you can
the
really
needle
get all
just
the way
really
and
just
just
like convenient.
Right. Okay. I'll have to. Yeah.
Okay, but then so let's say you had like a hole right here, just like a complete hole. What people would do is they would build a grid. They do the weaves like this, and they do the weaves like this,
Right.
up and down.
Right.
And then the final step, and you can look up a YouTube video for this
Uh huh.
because I'm not is this knit loop.
Uh huh.
It looks like okay, look at that again.
Yeah.
It looks like a heart, basically, if you look closely.
Okay. Let me try some inside out.
Yep. It's like, it's basically like
I said most of the
stacked
No,
like
I'm just
this.
making sure.
Right. Right.
They didn't leave it. So keep her
And
straight
so
before
if you
it's
notice, you have and it looks like the stitches are wrapping around,
Oh, okay.
and creating this kind of situation.
Uh huh.
So you would need to look up the exact formation of how to go from here to here to here to here, but you're recreating these loops. And if you look really, really, really close, this is like one row.
You got a
right
due
there.
date for this one or no?
So what you're saying is, so I do it with the major in the major direction, and then the third step is to then do it again like the major direction, doing this kind of. Is that what you're saying, or what is this third thing? Then?
Right, okay.
You lost me there.
And I need to
So you do like this,
The long way, say.
like
You do the
this.
short way. Okay, and then yeah. What's
Then
this
the
other one?
next direction, or the next one, is recreating the loops on the surface, which is like
Oh, through my grid that I made.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
like, and then so it's like this.
Oh, okay.
And this you would do with like darning yarn. Very, very, very thin yarn, or even embroidery thread. If you want to be creative, you can do it with anything. That
Okay.
is thin
So,
enough.
so it's like so the first grid is kind of just making that framework so that I can do that other knit.
This is like it needs to be this way. Like you have an example right here.
Okay.
But like what I'm trying to say is that you don't need to do that grid because you already have this.
Right.
And
so,
so-
I can just go to do the.
Do you know how
Yeah.
to
The only
Okay.
instance is like you see how there's like extra space right there. You might put another line in there.
And then I was
Or maybe right there. You know, like you're trying to you're like replacing what was
I
lost.
gotta do it right. They
Like
have
right here, you
these
can put another line
leaning forward
right there, just to like.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So let me see, I think I had that one.
So yeah.
So then like this. Are you heading out?
Me? I'm just throwing my stuff in my bag because I
What time is it?
7:30.
What time you guys
My
leaving?
friend and I.
6 to 7:30, but they close at 8 or 9. And, but I haven't fed
I like
myself.
your bag.
No, but yeah. So this is a perfect example of like you almost have nothing to do
I want this one.
except for that
That was
final
supposed to
step,
be-
which is
Yeah, because the
and
grid is
you,
there,
you can almost see where they have stopped.
like the
You see
yarn.
how? Oh wow. Okay, that's actually a really good example. So it looks like they're kind of doing. Look at that top row really close. Just see how it's moving.
not the sequel
Okay.
because I haven't
Oh,
seen the
okay. I kind of see what you're saying. Uh-huh.
It kind of looks like it's going like
The first one's good. The second one's
like that almost.
Uh-huh.
really good. I'm
And it almost looks like it's like
I have one
under,
character somewhere.
over. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So do you feel like that is a sewing thing, or is this more like a crocheting thing now?
Well,
that, like,
it's a little bit of sewing. and it's a little bit of knitting.
Like they got
Okay.
it for
Yeah,
us.
because you're kind of you're using a needle and thread, and you're recreating.
There's
And
another
it's like
art. I like
Yeah.
a knitter might not know how to do this because they might not.
I don't know how to do this. I'm gonna have to like, yeah, I'm gonna do some
It
research.
is a sewing skill because people ask me to darn things.
Okay, well, I will see what I can find.
Yep. Hey, be careful driving. I don't know if people are drunk yet, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good point.
I feel like everyone partied out on Saturday though, right?
No,
Today's the actual day, so.
today's the actual day.
I was here on
I know because
Saturday.
my grandma's making corned beef.
Wow. I wasn't like downtown on Saturday for other things, and I saw like so many.
Yeah, I told. Were you here when I said I walked into a bar and? Were you here? Oh.
I got
I walked into a bar wearing the same exact jacket, this red jacket, and I didn't know that it was the same. And it was just green, and I was like sticking out, like I was like, oh gosh, this is a bad idea. I was like, I hope I don't get like ice bucketed or something, you know, like, but nothing. That was fine. All right.
They tell you you're not very.
Well, I was wearing like, you know, colorful pants, so I should not. I always like throw like. Well, this was lovely. It was a little quieter than usual, but you know.
I feel my grandmother for the table.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Good day for you to come with your big project.
It would have been great if I'd marked this new thing before, because then it just could have sat on my lap, but I hadn't marked it yet. So,
You said wouldn't it be good if you had marked it
it
before?
would have been good if I'd gone through it markings before.
Yeah.
So I want to just be sure that I heard your name. Was it Caitlin or Kay?
Caitlin, but I will
Don't do the two name thing.
I will respond to most things that are close enough for you.
No, don't do that. You did that to me too. I
At
don't
some point, I wondered if it was Caitlin or like I wondered if I heard that. You
I will not say hey you.
Okay.
I will say what's up, fella, instead of say hey you. Or
I might respond to that. Maybe. Depends on the day.
right. Depends on the day and the location and the angle of the moon in the sky. I understand. No, I'm just kidding. I feel you on that though. Okay.
Cool. I almost always finish my drink.
Where did you find?
Next.
I'm almost
Okay.
always
I'm
finish
not
my
on
drink.
Facebook.
All right. Well, you don't have to be on Facebook. I'm not really on there, except for the Facebook group I just created because you can find it off of Google,
Sure.
and so it's like a central place. And if you really wanted to, you can message me on there or post something right directly on the event page.
Okay. But generally, you're here then just Monday, Sussex. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you so much for coming. Nice to
Good to
meet
be
you.
all.
Yes. I'll tell you a funny story. I had almost your same exact haircut, except a little bit shorter, because I used to have shaved sides, and it was like a faux hawk growing in. And
I wore it.
yeah, and no boobies me, right? And I was wearing like a button-up shirt, right? And I walked into the women's restroom.
Did you get called on it?
Well, I would have been more sassy if it wasn't a mom and her girl, her little baby. But she was like, "Excuse me, this is the women's room," and I just stuck my head out like, "I'm a girl." Like, and then she's like, "Oh, my bad." And I would have been like, if it was like by herself, I would have been like, "Excuse me, would you like to check?" You know, like I would have been like, you know, I would have been rude or whatever. But not rude. I would have cracked a joke. You know what I'm saying?
It's been a while, but
I like to tease strangers when they talk to me.
very bossy.
I'm like, you talk to me? What'd you say?
I'm very loud and very bossy when I'm required, and there was
At your job, you said? Or
no, just in general.
Oh.
Not usually at work. Usually at work, I will make your life a living hell and make my life a living hell. So that's corporate. But I used to volunteer for one of the running companies in the area for races and stuff, or like regulars. So we would do like there were triathlons, and I would volunteer at the biking street. They made you get loud as heck at that point because everybody's got their helmet on. Yeah. They're like drinking, like everything is loud, and nobody's paying attention. And you have braces. I'm in like, my hair was just way shorter than this, but I'm in this baseball cap, sunglasses. I've got like sports bra.
Get on the ground!
Basically. And this little girl, he's a Blair.
Oh
And her dad.
no!
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I was a middle school art teacher in Detroit where the kids don't have. I love them. I love them. No, listen. I was walking through the hallway, right? Again, just I don't know whatever. I'm like, I started wearing lipstick just so that they would stop asking. I'm like, it's like it's taking up too much of the day.
This is
Like,
what I look like.
right, no. But I walked through the hallway for the first time, and I heard this kid like, "Hey, yo, what is that? Is that a boy or just loud as hell?" I'm like, "Oh my god!"
And he just turned around and
I
goes,
was like,
yes.
"Oh my god!" Kids have no filter.
Your business. Why do you care?
I'm like, oh, what do you think?
See?
And then I was like, you know what? Let me leave these kids alone. I was like,